Hello everybody and welcome to... Okay, this is kind of weird. Okay, let me try that again. Hello everybody and welcome to Titanfall. Nah, it's too Swedish. God, what am I gonna say? Welcome everybody to Titanfall, and today I am gonna be showing you tips and tricks in Titanfall. Yeah. So what I'm gonna basically do is I'm gonna teach you a ton of tips and tricks that I've learned over the past couple of weeks of playing Titanfall. Now, this game is not new to me. I just happened to start playing it more and more and more, and then I got really addicted to it. I got really addicted to it. So I'm just gonna do some tips and tricks for Titanfall, because Titanfall is probably the best. I'm gonna say right now, but it's one of my favorite shooters in the world. And what I'm going to say is, tip number 1. If you need a good gun and you've just started in the game, use the carbine. By far one of the best guns in the game, in my personal opinion. Because my personal opinion is a lot different than yours, because it's a personal one. Now, okay, so tip number 1, use the carbine. It's very powerful, it's very light, it's very nice, it reloads fast. I mean, it's my favorite gun in the game. It's always been my favorite gun in the game. It hasn't always, because I never used it, and then I came back to it. Tip number 2, be fast, be agile, and run around and sprint a ton. If you don't do that, then you'll be really slow, and you'll get distracted, and then you'll get killed, and it's so long you're gonna die. Stuff like that. Tip number 3, I think, now. How many tips do we do? I don't know. Specters are pains in the butt, so try to avoid specters at all costs. But if you ever get into a fight with a specter, kill them. And the best way to kill specters, from my personal experience, is headshots. Those are probably the best ways. See, if I just shoot at his body, I got a headshot. Okay. Now, for example, if I shoot at his body, he'll die. Usually, you don't get good shots on specters, but they are more powerful than grunts. And if you're on this specific map, like me, avoid being sniped, and try to stay off the building tops, because there are millions of people on these tops of buildings. It's best to scout around, and it's best to do it without your scope, and you're very exposed out here, so there's a lot of stuff. Tip number 5 or 4, I was just gonna say, here comes another tips. Yeah, I can talk, okay. Ah, you're dead. Okay, run away. Oh, here's another tip. If you see a Titan, get the heck out of the way, because you will die. And another tip is to always look on your map. Then you'll always know where all the enemies are, and then you'll be able to find the enemies when you want to kill the enemies, and you'll be able to know when pilots are sneaking up on you. Titan tips. I did not demonstrate how to do it, but Titan tips is a new thing. When killing Titans, it's best to use as much ammo on your normal gun as possible, and then go to your secondary weapon, like your missiles or rockets. Personally, my favorite is the electric smoke, because then you can get off pilots. And then my second favorite, my own configuration, is this gun. This gun is pretty much infinite ammo. It's infinite. And I use the Atlas Titan because it's very fast, agile, and it's very durable. I didn't want just durable, and I didn't want just, fast, because then you'd die more, but then you wouldn't be able to escape more. So I went with this. Lock-on missiles are by far the best. The electric smoke, as this guy just used, is probably the best as well. And auto-eject is really good. And every single Titan has a nuclear explosion. Every single Titan that I have has a nuclear explosion set. When killing pretty much anything, you're gonna want to have to aim for the head. If you can't aim for the head, aim for the torso. Don't aim for the legs or the arms, because you have a less chance of killing the person. That really doesn't matter when it's sniping, though, because, well, you can kill anybody from any hit, anywhere, when you're sniping. Another tip in Titanfall, always try to kill people from a distance, and it's better to be killing people from a distance, as you can see from close combat. Avoid Titans. See, headshots kill people a lot faster. Try to sneak up on pilots, because usually, if you're not the best at this game, you're gonna be destroyed. And even if you are good at the game and you're spawning a game where you're gonna lose, if the enemy has, let's say, 50 or 40 more points than you, automatic lose. That's how Titanfall works. That's what I've learned from my own experiences. And if you're gonna sneak up on somebody, try to execute them with breaking their necks, like just going because then you'll get a higher chance of destroying them. Now, if you lose the game, which you will every once in a while, here's the best way to get in the dropship. 80% chance that you will get in the dropship. So the first thing is you want to get near to the dropship. You don't want to get too far away. So I think this is a perfect distance. I'm gonna get a little closer. Just get as close as you can without enemy titans figuring out that you're actually there. Now, you want to be as far away as possible, but also as a good distance away. Because the farther you are, then the less chance you have of exploding your own ship. And that is, okay, so the ship is here, so I'm gonna eject. You want to go towards the ship, land right in the middle, and boom, you're in. And I escaped with some other dude. If you won the game, which you might, you probably will win the game. If you win the game, you want to get as close as possible to the ship and then do nuclear ejection there. It's best to use nuclear ejection because if you get a nuclear ejection, then you might explode the ship. It doesn't work every time, but usually it will work. And I think that concludes the video of how to do best in Titanfall. Hopefully this video helped you out in Titanfall, and hopefully you're like a master at it now. So if you are a master, then good for you. If you aren't, then you better get practicing because this game is hard and it will not get easy. It will not get easier. This game is very hard, and there's no AI only game, so you better get used to how many times you're gonna die. I'm not trying to de-encourage you or anything, but I'm just saying. Yeah, it's not going to be the best. So, I think that concludes the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. If there is a next one, which there probably will be, because I enjoyed making this video. Even if this video doesn't work. Bye.